Good morning, students. So, as there was a continuous network issue, so we were not convenient with the whatever the exercise problems that we have taken. So, here I'll be re-recording all the problems once again for you people to understand in the better way. So, here we'll take up the same problems and I'll just explain how to do it. So, here we'll take up the problem number 14. So, here we have given a bivariate random variable with the CDF which is defined by fxy of x comma y is equal to c into x plus 1 whole square into y plus 1 whole square, where x and y they are bounded by the values minus 1 to 4 and minus 1 to 2, and given this, and also he says that the bivariate CDF it is having the value as given by the theory other than this given range. And given this CDF, so we are asked to calculate the value of C, bivariate PDF and CDF fx of x and fy of y, and also to evaluate the probability for this given range, and also we need to verify whether the random variables are independent or not. So here we'll solve all this step by step. So here we are given the CDF fxy of x comma y, it is defined as c into x plus 1 whole square into y plus 1 whole square, and it says that x is lying between minus 1 to 4 and y is lying between minus 1 to 2. So given this range, so first we need to calculate the value of c. So here first we need to look at the maximum values of x and y which will be bounding the given region. So here x takes the value 4 and y takes the value 2. So here we can write the CDF as fxy of 4 comma 2 as c into, so in place of x and y substitute its maximum value, that is 4 plus 1 whole square into 2 plus 1 whole square. And as we know, the area under the PDF always it will be equal to 1. So here I will be putting LHS as 1 is equal to c into 5 plus 1 whole square is nothing but 25 into 2 plus 1 is nothing but 3 square is 9. So here simplifying this, we get c as 1 divided by 225. So this is the first part. And next we are also asked to calculate what is the next part. So we are asked to calculate the bivariate PDF. So here in the part B, so here we'll calculate the bivariate PDF which is represented as small fxy of x comma y, and it is obtained by taking the double differentiation with respect to x and y over the given bivariate CDF fxy of x comma y. So now we have the fxy of x comma y equation. So here as you can see above, so here fxy of x comma y it is defined by c into x plus 1 whole square into y plus 1 whole square. So here just substitute the value of c as 1 divided by 225. So that becomes the exact equation for the given problem. So that we are going to substitute here. So here 1 by 25 I will be taking it outside as it is a constant into dou square by dou x into dou y. So here we have x plus 1 whole square into y plus 1 whole square. So now differentiate these terms with respect to x and y. So here in the next step what we can write, 1 by 225. So x plus 1 whole square when it is differentiated with respect to x will be getting 2 into x plus 1 into when y plus 1 whole square is differentiated with respect to y, we have 2 into y plus 1. So which will be resulting in the bivariate PDF as 4 into x plus 1 into y plus 1 whole divided by 225. So this is the equation for the bivariate PDF. So that is the second part that has been asked. So in the third part, so we are asked to calculate the CDF fx of x and fy of y. So here that we'll see how to calculate fx of x is equal to how much and fy of y is equal to how much. So here we'll see how to calculate this. So first we'll take up the calculation of fx of x. As I told, this fx of x, it is nothing but it is equal to fxy of x comma infinity. That is when y takes the value infinity, so that will be indicating the marginal PDF. So but here in the problem y is bounded by the value 2, not infinity. So here we can make the change as fxy of x comma 2. So here in the next step, so whatever the equation we have for the fxy. So that we are going to substitute. Substituting y as 2 here. So here in the equation of fxy, so here we can get 1 by 225 is there, and x plus 1 whole square, it is a variable that we are going to keep as it is, and then in the place of y we will be taking as 2 plus 1 whole square. So that will be giving the equation as how much? The 2 plus 1 whole square is nothing but that will be 3 square, that is 9 by 225 into x plus 1 whole square. So you can simplify this to get the answer in the simplest form. So here I just make the calculation. So 9 ones are 9 twos are 18 and 9 fours are 45, 9 fives are 45. That is 1 by 25 into x plus 1 whole square is the value for, is the equation for fx of x. And in the similar way we can also calculate the marginal PDF equation fy of y. So now we can write fy of y as fxy of infinity comma y, but here x is bounded by its maximum value 4, not infinity. So here we can make fxy as fxy of 4 comma y, and here we need to substitute x as 4. So in the equation of CDF in order to get the equation for fy of y. So here that is equal to 1 by 225 will be there into x plus 1 whole square is there. So here we will be writing 4 plus 1 whole square into y plus 1 whole square. So that is nothing but 25 divided by 225 y plus 1 whole square. And here if you divide to get into the simplest form, so that will be 25 ones and 25 nines. So that is 1 by 9 y plus 1 whole square. So this is the answer for the marginal CDF. And similarly here you can calculate what is the next part. So in the next part we are asked to calculate the to evaluate the probability with the given range. So here we will see how to calculate this. We will go to the next page. So here we are asked to calculate P of x less than or equal to 2 intersected with y less than or equal to 1. So this has to be evaluated. So here for this the CDF fxy with x and y we need to write. So here you can see that x is bounded by the maximum value 2 here according to the data, and y is bounded by 1. So here we need to find fxy of 2 comma 1 where x takes the value 2 and y takes the value 1. So here we can write this as 1 by 225 will be there, 1 by 225 into x plus 1 whole square. So here we will be substituting x as 2, 2 plus 1 whole square into y plus 1 whole square is nothing but 1 plus 1 whole square. So here if you simplify this, we will get 9 into 4 by 225. So which will be resulting in the probability range, probability value as 4 by 25. So this is the fourth part. And in the next part we are also asked to verify whether x and y are independent or not. So we need to check whether the random variables are independent or not. So here for that, so what we need to do, so here CDF is given fxy of x comma y, it must be equal to the product of the marginal CDF fx of x into fy of y. So here we know the fxy of x comma y, so you can copy down that. So fxy of x comma y, it is defined as 1 by 225 into x plus 1 whole square into y plus 1 whole square. And now considering fx of x into fy of y, so here what we get, substitute whatever fx of x and fy of y we have obtained. So that is in the previous page. So fx of x is 1 by 25 x plus 1 whole square. So I will just substitute that. That is 1 by 9 into x plus 1 whole square, and I think 25, 1 by 25 into 1 by 9 y plus 1 whole square for fy of y. So multiplying this we get x plus 1 whole square into y plus 1 whole square whole divided by 225. So here since fx of x into fy of y, it is same as fxy of x comma y, we can say that it is independent. Both are independent variables. So this is the problem number 14. So similarly, you can solve the problem number 15 and 16, which are same. Take that as an assignment, 15 and 16, and solve. And just show it. This is the 15th and this is the 16th. And next we'll take the problems on the bivariate expectations. So first let us take the problem number 17. So here in the problem number 17, so here we are given the mean and variance for the random variables x and y. So here we can see mean is -2, variance is 3 for x, and similarly for y it is 3 and 5 respectively. And along with that we are also given the covariance value. Covariance of xy is equal to -0.8. Given these parameters, we are asked to calculate the correlation coefficient rho xy and the correlation expectation of xy. So here let us go back to the notebook. We'll see how to solve this. So here first note down all the values that is been given. So here we are given mu x and sigma x square, mu y and sigma y square values are given. So mu x is -2 and sigma x square is 3, and for y it is 3 and 5. Along with that we are also given covariance of xy, which is equal to -0.8. So given this, we are asked to calculate rho xy, that is the correlation coefficient. As we know, correlation coefficient, it is defined as the ratio of covariance of xy by the standard deviation sigma x into sigma y. So here covariance is -0.8 and sigma x is √3, sigma y is √5. So substituting and simplifying, will get -0.2066 as the answer for the correlation coefficient. And similarly, we are asked to calculate the correlation expectation of xy. So here while explaining the covariance, so here we have come across the equation covariance of xy as expectation of xy minus mu x into mu y. So here using this, we can write expectation of xy as covariance of xy plus mu x into mu y. So covariance value is given, mu x and mu y mean value are given. So substitute and get the answer. That is covariance is -0.8 according to the given data, and this is -2 and this is 3. So which is equal to -6.8. So this is how you are going to make the calculation. And similar to this problem number 17, so you can solve the problem number 18 and 19. And next take up the problem number 20. So here in the problem number 20, so here says that x is a random variable, and for this random variable x, the mean and the standard deviation are given, that is mu x is equal to 4 and sigma is equal to 5. And also it says that y is a random variable, mu y is equal to 6 and sigma y standard deviation is 7. Correlation coefficient is also given as -0.7. With this, he says that the transformation function u, it is defined by 3x plus 2y. So here it is in the form ax plus by. So here a takes the value 3 and b takes the value 2. So that you need to remember. And given this transformation function, we are asked to calculate the variance of u, covariance of ux and covariance of uy. So now we will see how to calculate all these parameters step by step. So here go to the next page. So first I will note down what are all the given data. So here we are given mu x is given, sigma x is given, mu y is given, and sigma y is also given. So 4, 5, 6, 7. And also it says that the correlation coefficient rho xy is -0.7. And also it says that the transformation function as 3x plus 2y. So given these parameters, so we need to make the calculation. So here for this, first let us see how to calculate the variance of u. That is, we are asked to calculate the variance of u. So variance of u, when it is mentioned like this is nothing but sigma u square. So here this sigma u square, it can be obtained by using the equation expectation of u minus mu u whole square. Usually we used to have this equation, but since the transformation function is given, so for this already we have derived the equation of sigma u square in terms of AB. That is, it is defined by a square sigma x square plus 2ab covariance of xy plus b square sigma y square. So this equation is known to us. Similarly, you can define for sigma y square also, sigma v square also. Sigma v square, it can be defined as c square sigma x square plus 2cd covariance xy plus d square sigma y square. Since we are given only the transformation function u, will be restricted only with respect to u only. So here using this equation, so here if you observe, so here we have a, sigma x and sigma y, all these values are known, but here we don't know the value of covariance of xy. So here we'll see, first we need to get covariance of xy. So as we know, rho xy value is given in this problem, rho xy kottidane. So here using the equation or using the definition of rho xy, which is defined as covariance of xy divided by sigma x into sigma y. So here using this definition, we can get covariance of xy as rho xy into sigma x into sigma y. All these values are given, just substitute the values. So here rho xy is how much? Rho xy it is given as minus 0.7 and sigma x it is given as 5 and sigma y is 7. Substituting and simplifying, it will be giving the answer as minus 24.5. So once you get this covariance value, so substitute that in the equation of sigma u square. So here sigma u square is equal to, now directly I will be substituting all the values, 3 square into sigma x square, 2 into a is 3, b is 2, covariance of xy plus 2 square into sigma y square. So now substitute the sigma x and sigma y covariance value also. So 9 into 5 square plus 12, covariance is minus 24.5 plus 4 into this is 7 square. So simplifying this, it will be giving the answer as 127. So this is the value of the variance of the variable u. So next here we will go for the next parameter asked is to calculate covariance of ux. So here covariance of ux, it is usually obtained by taking the expectation over u minus mu u into x minus mu x. So since u and x are given, so you can write the expression like this. So now since u is in general, it is expressed as ax plus by. So here since we need to write for u minus mu u, so here the entire equation, it is going to expressed in terms of the mean itself, that is a into x minus mu x plus b into y minus mu y. So that you need to remember. So having this concept in our mind, so here we can write covariance of ux as expectation of, I just write for this now. So here within the flower bracket I will be writing a into x minus mu x plus b into y minus mu y. This whole thing, it has to be multiplied by x minus mu x into bracket. So now substituting the coefficient values, here we can write this as expectation of a is 3 here, 3 into x minus mu x plus 2 into y minus mu y. So cover this in a flower bracket as this whole expression, it will be indicating u minus mu u. This is related to this into x minus mu x, cover the square bracket. Now multiplying this term, so here we will be getting expectation of, so x minus mu x into x minus mu x is 3 into x minus mu x whole square plus 2 into x minus mu x into y minus mu y. Close the bracket. And here now by applying the linearity property of the expectation operator to all this thing, so here we can write 3 into expectation of x minus mu x whole square plus 2 into expectation of x minus mu x y minus mu y, which is equal to 3. So here expectation of square of a random variable about its mean, it is nothing but the definition of the variance. So here this can be written as sigma x square plus 2 into this expectation of x minus mu x into y minus mu y, it is nothing but here at the starting itself you can observe. So this is nothing but covariance definition for any variable. So here since at the last we have obtained for x and y, so this represents the equation of covariance for the random variable x, y. So now substitute all the values already we have obtained. 3 into 5 square plus 2 into minus 24.5. So this will be giving the answer as 26. So this is the next part. And covariance of ux, after this we are asked to calculate covariance of uy. So here next we can write covariance of uy similar to the previous one. So here you can write expectation of u minus mu u into y minus mu y, right? So now this can be written in terms of the transformation function that is been given. So here that we can write a into x minus mu x plus b into y minus mu y. So this represents the equation for u minus mu u into y minus mu y. So whatever we have done previously, so that will be written here, that will be repeated here. So expectation a is 3 into x minus mu x plus 2 into y minus mu y, close the flower bracket, into y minus mu y, close the square bracket. Now what we get, so this is equal to, so here expectation of 3 into multiplying this will be getting x minus mu x into y minus mu y. Here itself I will be applying the linearity property. 2 into expectation of y minus mu y whole square. So y minus mu y whole square. So here this will result in, so 3 is a constant, you can take it outside. So here 3 into expectation of this is nothing but the covariance of x y now. So plus 2 into y square of y minus mu y is nothing but sigma y square. So now you have all the values, substitute. So 3 into covariance we have calculated as minus 24.5, take that value, plus 2 into sigma y is nothing but 7 square. So which will be giving the answer as, if you simplify and solve, you will get the answer as 24.5. So this is the problem, the last problem that we have solved. So similarly, similar to this problem number 20, you can solve 21 and 22. And from 23, we'll take up in the next class. Thank you.